Welcome to Fred Achando Analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, thank you for your continued support to this channel. There is something happening in Kiambu that we really need to look at. And if possible, the president must run there to help the hustlers from Kiambu County. The news that is coming in is that farmers from the 4 sub-counties of Kiambu, that is Limuru sub-county, Kikuyu sub-county, Lari sub-county, and Kabete sub-county, are about to lose 100 million Kenyan shillings from the World Bank, courtesy of negligence of Mr. Wamatangi's administration. Apparently, in 2019, when Governor James Nyoro was still at the helm of Kiambu affairs, the county government of Kiambu set up an agreement with the World Bank to revive Limuru Milk Processing Company or processing plant. And in that agreement, it was agreed that there was an ultra-heated, treated milk processing machine that was supposed to be bought, the UHT machine. Now this machine was supposed to cost about 145 million Kenyan shillings. So the then administration led by Governor James Nyoro agreed in a written agreement that the county government would give 30 million Kenyan shillings and the farmers would give 15 million Kenyan shillings, and the World Bank agreed that if the county government gives the 30 million and the farmers also produces the 15 million that is needed, then they will give them 100 million Kenyan shillings worth of grant so that they can purchase this machine. And they were given a deadline of 28th of last year, the year 2022 that has just ended. So after the last year's, the August elections, Governor James Nyoro was defeated and Mr. Wamatangi was elected as the new governor. Time has been nearing up and they went, the directors of Limuru milk processing plant went to the offices of Mr. Governor Wamatangi with the local leaders to remind him that time was nearing, because this was an agreement between the county of Kiambu, the farmers and the World Bank. And he told them that he was committed to ensure that this project was going to succeed. But it seems that as we speak today, time has elapsed and there is nothing that Mr. Wamatangi is doing, and farmers have either lost a whopping 100 million Kenya shillings that was coming from the World Bank, or they are at the verge of losing this deal, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel if you're watching for the first time. Click the notification bell and give our videos many likes. Now, the analysis that I'm doing now is one that is not very sensational, but it's the one that touches my heart, because an injustice to one Kenyan is an injustice to all the Kenyans. When the county government was established in the new constitution, the 2010 constitution, the drafters of the new constitution understood that the national government was overwhelmed and they were not taking care of the interest of the local Kenyans. And so they created a two-tier government, the county government and the national government, that must work together. The county government is supposed to take care of the resources, the local, the resources at the local level, natural resources, talent, anything that will benefit Kenyans. And so when I read this story, I thought, really, what is happening in Kiambu? You will forgive some noise in the background. There are some exuberant children playing around. Schools have not opened. So I thought this is unacceptable, because even if this project was started by his opponent or his competitor, it was going to benefit farmers and the locals in that area. But it seems that Mr. Kimani Wamatangi is playing politics, because he has not paid this money and he has been going in circles. In fact, the manager of the processing plant was saying this, that the machine cost about 145 million shillings, and the World Bank had already committed to granting us 100 million shillings, and the farmers had also put aside 15 million Kenya shillings, while the county government had promised to donate 30 million Kenya shillings toward the project. The governor promised to write a formal letter to the donor seeking an extension, but we are reliably told that he is yet to do it, and our fear is that the money will be withdrawn unless prompt measures are taken. They are saying that when they looked at the 28th of last year as the deadline, and the county government had not paid this money, remember the farmers have got their money ready, and the World Bank is also ready. The only other party that has failed to obey the part of the bargain is the county government. So they decided, why don't we write a letter to the World Bank, because this is a grant, they are only helping Kiambu. So they told the government, the Kiambu government, why don't you just write a letter? We understand that maybe there is no money. And one thing we must understand is that Kimani Wamatangi just got into office, and maybe money from the national government has not yet come, and we must understand that. But then he had a duty to write a letter to the World Bank requesting for an extension of the deadline, because that is the best he should do as the governor of Kiambu. But he does not want to do this. So the farmers feel that he's trying to sabotage them, because this was a brainchild of the former government, which to me is not right. Now the MP for Limuru, I'm just looking for his name, the Limuru MP, Mr. Kiragu Chege, was really concerned that the governor is playing politics, and he told the governor to declare his interest in this. Is he really committed to ensuring that farmers will get their right? Because I want you to imagine that for you to get into an agreement with the World Bank so that they accept to give you 100 million shillings, it's not something that is very easy. It must have taken the former governor's efforts, maybe several meetings and follow-ups and looking at what should be done. And finally, when they decided to choose Kiambu, milk processing is at the heart of Kiambu, because the dairy farming is at the heart of Kiambu farmers. It is the heartbeat. And if they lose this money, it is going to dent their hopes. And so the governor here must rise up. And I don't know what the county assembly representatives are doing. I think this is one of the things that they must take up with the governor, to look into solutions. And in this sense, I don't come from Kiambu, and I might not know the nitty-gritties. But from just the face value of what we are given, I feel that there is negligence, either knowingly or subconsciously, from the government, because it pains me that this county, these farmers might lose money that would have gone a long way to helping them. Kenyans are already grappling with several economic challenges, and if you get a sponsor or someone that giving you aids in your county, it is something that should be taken seriously. Remember, dairy farming is not only practiced in Kiambu. And from the information that I'm getting is that the World Bank might decide to withdraw this money because one party has decided not to obey its part of the bargain and take it to another county. There are several farmers, dairy farmers in for example, in Rift Valley. So if they decide, if they lose this money just, for lack of a better term, stupidly, because someone has refused to just do a letter requesting the World Bank to give them an extension, or because they have just decided to pay money, then to me, Governor Wamatangi must be held responsible. And the farmers are now saying, they are calling upon the president to come and compel the county government to pay this money. And I don't know how this can happen. Can the president, because they were now calling upon the president, can the president compel Governor Wamatangi to pay this money? To me, Governor Wamatangi is going against the election pledges that they gave to the Kiambu hustlers. Because at the heart of the campaign, they had said that they would take care of the hustler nation. And I thought that if Governor Wamatangi was really committed to ensuring that the election pledges that were given are implemented, this is one of the things that he should have started with. I don't think that if he gives 30 million so that this machine is bought and they revive the Limuru milk processing plant, that now Governor Nyoro will take the political mileage. No. This is something that is helping the people, and he can decide even to campaign with it if that is what he wants, because he is the one who will say that he gave out the money. I have seen this problem even with the national government. William Ruto wants to thwart all the initiatives of the former president Uhuru Kenyatta. Could it mean that Governor Wamatangi is emulating his boss? Because if the national government is thwarting all the efforts from the predecessor, then it means that the county government will just do the same. And I want to plead with all our governors, ladies and gentlemen. It is important that they understand that you don't play politics with the life of Kenyans. If there is something that is going to help Kenyans, don't mind who is going to benefit. And the tree of democracy is one that demands that one person will initiate, the other one will implement. The other day, Governor Wamatangi was complaining that the former governor, James Nyoro, is inciting the members of the county assembly to impeach him. If you ask me, without any proper explanation, then he should be impeached. Not unless there's something that he has not maybe told, information that he has not given out, the challenges that he's facing. But could there be any challenge that can buy you from just communicating to the World Bank to give you an extension? And so, ladies and gentlemen, to me, this is something that must be relooked at. I used to see Governor Wamatangi, debating on national TVs. He sounded very sober. He's one person whom I like. Like I said, I don't come from Kiambu County, but I love our governors and our leaders. I'm a Kenyan, and Governor Wamatangi is a Kenyan, and I tend to follow some leaders. He's one person whom, the way he was debating and the structure and plan that he had for the Kiambu County, I thought he was going to really do better than this. I could be wrong. If you're coming, if there's anyone who's listening and watching, and you know what is happening in Kiambu concerning this project, please highlight and let me know, and maybe let other Kenyans know. But as it is, Governor Wamatangi is wrong, and William Ruto should step in, because Governor Wamatangi is now humiliating him. They committed to help the hustlers and uplift their lives. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think on the comment section, but that is my take.